Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do another beauty wish list or not. So I'm going to talk about some new releases and we're going to discuss them, and I'll let you know whether I am going to consider getting them or not. So the first one is a new set of these Mini Obsessions palettes from Huda Beauty. So she has a bunch of shades of these already, but she's adding some more. It looks like she's adding 5 more of them. Okay, so they're $27 each. They're going to be available September 17th on the Huda Beauty website, and they'll be available September 21st everywhere else. So they are really pretty. And I think $27 is a really good price. They are small, but if you're looking to play with a lot of different shades and have a nice little compact eyeshadow palette, these are great for travel. I've definitely been interested in getting these in the past and I haven't done it yet, but I don't know, this might be the time because some of these are really pretty. So the first one is called Saphire, which is a bunch of blues. It has 5 duochrome shades and 4 mattes. The Amethyst, pinks and purples, which has 3 mattes and 6 duochrome shades. The Ruby, which has reds and pinks, 5 vibrant duochrome shimmers and 4 mattes. Topaz, which is goldens and oranges, 5 mattes and 4 popping duochromes. And the Emerald, which is greens, has 6 duochrome shimmers and 3 mattes. So I would say probably the ones that I would be most interested in would be the Sapphire and the Amethyst, probably. The only thing I will say, and this happens a lot with purple palettes, I wish there were more than 3 mattes. Although, you know, you could definitely use those. It's just that you're gonna, I think, get a lot of very similar looks. That's the only thing. I would kind of want to see this in store to see like how it looks, you know, like each shade, how different they look. But the blue one, the Sapphire one, has 5 duochrome shades and 4 mattes, which is only 1 more than the purple one. But I mean, I just feel like you have more options. You've got different shades of blue mattes, but then also a yellow matte, which is kind of cool. So I don't know, these look really pretty. Again, I think for $27, that's a really good price. And, you know, maybe I'll even wait until the fall sale to get one of these, but I'm curious about these. What do you think? Have you tried any of these Mini Obsessions palettes? I've heard really good things about them, but I just haven't tried them myself. Then we have a new palette coming out by Pat McGrath, which is another thing that I haven't tried. I haven't tried anything from Pat McGrath actually, just because the price is so steep. I mean, her products look amazing, but man, are they expensive. And this palette is no exception. It is available already. It is called the Mothership 5, the Bronze Seduction. And boy, is it. Oh my gosh. This just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's $125. So there's that. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. From ravishingly radiant rose gold, incendiary crimson, and molten metallic bronzes to mesmerizing mattes. I don't know who wrote that, but they were speaking my language. I mean, it's beautiful. I don't know if this is something that would be in my Sephora stores. I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing. And I don't know if this is permanent or not, because for something like this, I would definitely wait until, you know, some type of VIB sale, because my God, that's so expensive. It's beautiful. I just don't know if I can handle that price tag. But have you tried any Pat McGrath? Let me know if you have in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think, if you think that they're worth the price or not. Something that I am for sure getting, this is available now. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'm definitely going to. Fenty Beauty is coming out with a new gloss bomb, as well as a new highlighter. I don't think I'm gonna get the highlighter. I don't need a new highlighter, and this one doesn't necessarily speak to me. I just don't think that I'm interested in this one. I don't know, that's just how I feel. Maybe I just have to see in stores. But the gloss bomb, 100% I'm getting. I think that $18 is a really fair price for these lip glosses. I have the original gloss bomb, and if you've been on my channel, you know that I love that lip gloss. It's probably like become my favorite lip gloss ever. It really got me back into glosses, and it's just so beautiful. it looks gorgeous, and it really is a universal type of gloss. It has a little bit of a tint to it, but it just looks good on everybody, and I love it. And this one is a little more sheer. It has lots of glitter in it. It's called Diamond Milk, and I'm just getting it. It's done. There's no question about it. I'm getting it. So then Makeup Revolution is coming out with a new foundation. They have the Conceal and Define concealer that is very popular. I haven't gotten a chance to try it yet. It is on my list for Ulta to try it at some point. I just haven't gotten a chance to. So they're coming out with a foundation that's supposed to sort of go with that concealer, but then they're also selling now a super size of the concealer, which I think is really a great idea because concealer is something that you can go through quickly, and I think that I've heard that the concealer is a fairly small size. I don't know, maybe I'm remembering that wrong. But the foundation is $12 and the supersize concealer is $10, which I think is very, very good. I think $10 is still great for a concealer. And they do have a very nice shade range, I believe. 24 shades it says. So I mean, I guess it could be better, but I think that I think I'm remembering that the shade range was pretty decent. I definitely want to check this out. I don't know if I would get the super size just because I want to try it to see if I like it first. But if you've been using the concealer and you already know that you love it, then this is a great way to get a better value. I haven't heard anything about the foundation yet. These things are available now. So I don't know, I'll just have to wait and see what people think. It says it's a full coverage foundation, and I'm not typically into super full coverage, although I use a sponge, so I could certainly sheer it out. So I don't know. Let me know if you've tried the concealer, if you like the concealer. I would definitely be curious to try some of these. All right, so Urban Decay is going to be coming out with a cherry collection. So they're going to be coming out with the Naked Cherry eyeshadow palette, which looks very pretty. There's going to be 3 lipsticks, 2 eye pencils, and a face palette, and also a cherry scented all-nighter spray, which is interesting. I don't know if I see when this is coming out. It just says coming soon, but this may be an outdated picture, so let's see if I can find out when these things are coming out. Yeah, it still just says coming soon, so I don't know. It looks pretty, but I honestly was kind of out of the whole Naked palette thing. I gave away or sold my other Naked palettes that I had, and this looks pretty, but just not unlike anything that I have. Just looking at the swatches that I see online, I don't think I'm gonna get anything from this collection. I think the only thing I would be like sort of maybe interested in is the all-nighter, because I already love the all-nighter, and maybe the cherry scented would be kind of cool. I don't know. Maybe it would be kind of weird though, cherry scented. I'd have to smell it to see what I think. And also see like where that cherry scent is coming from, because I don't want that to irritate my skin. I will say, if you know, the face palette looks really pretty. I have one of their face palettes like this one in my project pan, and I've had it for a long time. I really like it. It's great for travel. I don't know, I don't need anything really in this collection, but I think it's kind of a cool thing. You know, they're kind of hopping on the fruit trend, which I feel like is sort of like enough already at this point, but I mean, if you're a big fan of this type of, you know, thing, then I mean, by all means, go for it. Speaking of Urban Decay, there's another eyeshadow palette that I believe it's already out. It's available now. It's a limited edition one, I believe, because it's like a holiday palette, which, are we really already coming out with holiday stuff? Yeah, I guess so. So at first glance, when I saw this, I was like, ooh, this looks so pretty. And I think the biggest thing is that the packaging is gorgeous. It really is like a collector's piece. But then when I really look at it, I'm like, yeah, that's not all that unique. I mean, I don't even think that there are a lot of mattes in there, which, you know, I certainly don't need more like shimmers in colors. Like, if I'm gonna have an eyeshadow palette that has lots of colors, I want more mattes in it, honestly. It looks really pretty, and if you've been wanting a colorful palette with some beautiful shimmers in it, then maybe this would be a great one. I mean, again, the packaging is just gorgeous. I just don't need something like this in my collection, and it's just not really like speaking to me. I think when I first saw it, it did, but then when I thought about it a little bit more, I realized, I kind of have a lot of this stuff already. I don't need this. So then next, BECCA is going to be coming out with a new highlighter as a collaboration with Hatice Schmidt. She's a German YouTuber, I believe. I don't really know anything about her. Let me see if it says if this is when this is coming out. It says it's going to be available September 17th. I don't know though if is it going to be coming to other websites? I don't know when it's coming to the US actually. It says it's coming to Douglas Cosmetics online and in store, so I don't know when it's supposed to be coming to the US. I assume it is, but this is beautiful. I don't, you know, again, like, do I need another highlighter? Of course not, but it's a pale pink, and I love pale pink highlighters, and it's for fair to light skin, which is me. This looks so, so pretty. So if it comes to the US, then I would definitely check it out. I don't know if it's limited edition. I kind of would imagine so, but very often their highlighters start off as limited edition and then they're not. So we'll see. I think this is beautiful. I don't really know who she is, but I think that's cool that they're sort of, you know, expanding their collaboration. If you follow her, let me know. I'd be curious to hear if some of you like her, and if you want to get this highlighter because of her. I would maybe just get it because it's pretty. The next thing is sort of a news thing, and that is that Kylie Cosmetics is coming to Ulta, which is kind of crazy. I didn't really see this one coming. It says that it's going to be coming to all Ulta Beauty stores this holiday, which is kind of crazy too, because, you know, a lot of times brands start off online at Ulta or Sephora, wherever it is, before they go into stores. But of course, Kylie is just incredibly successful, and so I think they're not really worried about it doing well, so they're going right to the stores. And I will say, I think this is cool. I mean, I have not tried anything from her yet, and a big part of that, honestly, is shipping. The shipping cost, and then also not knowing if I'm gonna like it, and if I don't, then dealing with that, you know. I mean, whether it's sending it back or just keeping a product that I don't love, you know. So if I could see something in store, if I could potentially return something easily to Ulta if I don't like it, you know, I'd be much more inclined to try something. So I think I definitely will. I'd be curious to try like her lip glosses. I know people love those. Her liquid lipsticks are sort of like, you know, mixed reviews. Some people love them, some people hate them. So I don't know. I don't think that I'd really be interested in trying her eyeshadows, but maybe her highlighters. So I really would be interested to just learn more about her brand now that I'd be able to actually see it in store. So I think this is really cool. I'm excited about this. All right, so finally, Natasha Denona showed what her Safari palette is going to look like. So if you saw my last beauty wish list, I'm pretty sure it was my last one. This was sort of, you know, sneak peeked in a black and white picture. So now she showed what it looks like. It's army green packaging, which is kind of cool. It says that it's limited edition. It's an all matte palette, $129, kind of typical for her. It's going to be available September 14th. I think this looks really cool. I think this is really something different from her. I don't think that this is going to be one that's on my wish list, just because A, it's expensive, and B, I just don't really feel like I need this, although I do feel like this is pretty unique. I think this is really cool. If you've been wanting more of her mattes, and if you've been wanting some great fall type of colors, I think this is a great one going into fall. Then, you know, this one would be a great one for you to try. I feel like I have some of these shades though in some of my matte palettes that I have, so I don't really feel the need to get this one. And I have to be picky when it comes to her eyeshadow palettes because they're so expensive. All right, so then from really expensive to not expensive, there is a new eyeshadow palette coming from e.l.f. And this looks so high-end. I mean, it really does. It's called the Opposites Attract palette. It has 18 shades and it's $14, which is kind of crazy. And I love the layout of this because it's like half warm tone and half cool tone. I think this is so smart. I don't know how the quality is going to be. I don't know when it's supposed to be available. Okay, let me see if I can find a more recent picture so that I can see when maybe this is going to be available. Okay, so it's available now apparently, which is really cool. I'll have to look around in stores to see if this is available, because this could be really cool if it's good quality. I'd have to see if it's worth it, because again, you know, $14 is still $14. So we don't want to, you know, just waste our money, even if it is, you know, cheaper than something else. So I'm really curious to see this one though. I think this is a really smart release. And then the last thing is a limited edition set of liquid lipsticks from Sugar Pill. These look really fun. They're obviously Halloween themed. So They are $18 each, which is their normal price. They are the shades Trick, which is a witchy matte black with a supernatural blend of orange and green sparkles, which I think is really cool. And then there's Treat, which is a sparkling metallic copper pumpkin spices flamboyant cousin. So they have a shade called Pumpkin Spice that came out as limited edition shade in a past year. And it says that it has a yummy cinnamon flavor and will make you feel all kinds of tingly. I think this is really fun. This is going to be available September 24th on their website and maybe Beautylish, hopefully Beautylish. I don't know, we'll see. I'll put it down below if it is. But I think these are really cool. I think maybe I would consider getting Treat. I just wouldn't wear Trick. I just wouldn't, but Treat could be really cool. I do really love their sparkly liquid lipsticks, so I think this is really very cool, and I love to see when they come out with stuff like this. All right, everyone, so that is it for this edition of Beauty Wishlist. Sorry, the lighting has kind of gotten darker. My light is just dying on me. I did charge it, but for some reason it's dying. I might need to get a new one. We'll have to see. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments below what you plan on picking up, if anything, and let me know if you have any thoughts about what I should either pick up or totally avoid. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you like this video, please make sure and give it a big thumbs up. That really does help out my channel so much. I post videos every single Monday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you are not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye.